Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Good evening to you all. Please do forgive me. I made that mistake. I put my son to bed and fell asleep because I'm tired. It's been like a long day, so... Hope you're all doing well. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. We've had loads of news happen today. Obviously, I've been busy, but there's been all sorts of news come out. Leeds played Chelsea behind closed doors, then didn't play Chelsea behind closed doors. Leeds United hold an interest in Sheffield United right-back, Premier League right-back Jayden Bogle. Year left on his deal. It's going to cost a transfer fee, but Leeds are serious about Jayden Bogle. Glenn Kamar has now had the rubber stamp from Fabrizio Romano. Exclusive, he says. It's not really exclusive. We were talking about it last night, Fabrizio. What are you talking about? Also, we've then heard as well from Reluctant Nico, who has got quite a few bits right this summer. He's saying that Sheffield United looks set to beat Leeds United to the signing of Callum O'Hare, which we'll get into that because that's really frustrating for me anyway. I don't think they should be beating us to a player because Sheffield United, behind the scenes, until they get their takeover right now, are a bit of a shambles. That might not prove to be the case if the takeover goes through and stuff, and I don't mean to be... I don't mind Sheffield United, but we should be beating them to a signing of a player, but we'll get into that. Reports in France saying that Rennes are saying it's less than 10 million euros. We're hearing it's 10. Of course, this is where propaganda from both sets of clubs go, oh, it's this much, it's that much, but we're getting an increase on Glenn Kamara. I'm still not happy about it, but if they go and replace him, then I can be shut up, can't they? Graham Smith's said as much. He still thinks they'll be looking at another midfielder to replace him, but we'll get into all that news as we go, and we can all chat about it. You can all give me your opinion on it. Yeah, and we'll do that. So please do smash a like on the video. Did put a poll out as well this morning just to sort of clarify: is Kamara a 6 or an 8? It's had over 1,100 votes. 54.9% say an 8, 45% say a 6. I still think that's wild. I feel like I needed to just clarify, but he's an 8 anyway. But yeah, I had pure Martha vibes this morning, so yeah, it was just mad. I thought I'm gonna have to clarify this situation. Hopefully that clarifies. 6, anyway. We don't need to do it. We've been and done it. We've done it anyway. Let's get into it. Listen, there's 390 people who you're watching. Please smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and all that jazz, yeah? Please do that for me. Yeah. Make sure. I've asked a few people, but it's... I've asked a few people to jump on, but Luke's gone out for a few drinks. Jer's already had a few drinks. Gabe's busy. Lockie's climbing the Three Peaks. Andrea's in Rome. Everybody's everywhere. Joe Blackburn hasn't got back to me. People are busy right now on this Saturday night, 9 o'clock on this Saturday night. You've got to forgive them. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, we're good. That's where we're at. Right, okay, so that's sorted. So it's just me tonight, I think. But let's get into it, though. We'll get into some of your comments, then we'll start to look at the news. Michael Isle, evening, Joe. It's all kicking off. It is, isn't it? It's been a bit of a mad day, I can't lie to you. Alzate would be a great replacement on a free perfect 8 for us. I know that's someone that Lockie has championed throughout. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Because what I will say, as much as I like the signing of Joe Rothwell, we need more. We need more than just Joe Rothwell. Otherwise, we're exactly where we were last season. Bogle will be a good addition. Yeah, look, for me, Bogle is one of the best right-backs in the league. He's a very good right-back and a capable right-back that's still very young and can easily do it in the Premier League. there were some people online saying, you know, he's great backup or whatever. He's not backup. He comes in as our right back. It looks to me like I've said this before, like going into next season, we might see a change of system. We might see something more reminiscent of what we got at Norwich. Obviously, he tried to get Max Aaron's. Jadon Bogle is in that mould as well. We'll get into his price, like what I've been told. I straight away I thought it's a free. I thought, oh great, it's a pickup. But no, it's going to cost a fee. He's only got a year left. We'll get into what the figures and what I've been told. And again, this person who's told me this information, I respect a lot, was the person that told me about Shackleton before anyone else picked it up. So, I value this person's opinion. So he's given me a figure that Sheffield United are asking for, somewhere close to that. We'll talk about it. By the sound of it, Sheffield United's offer to O'Hare is bigger than ours. Well, ours needs to be bigger then, doesn't it? That's the way I see it. At the end of the day, you've got to do what you've got to do. I think Callum O'Hare in this division is a top pickup, and Leeds United should be flexing the muscles. Evening Joe, can't believe we've lost 2 midfielders when we didn't have one on the bench in our biggest game in the last... Yeah, well, that's why they need to rectify the situation, don't we? If Sheffield United mean money for Kiefer Moore, surely they need funds for Bogle. Maybe. Is Kiefer Moore not going to Hull City anymore then? Is that not happening now? But 90-point trophy didn't get Pro Norda record. I don't know what that means, Craig. Now, we've slept since the 90-point trophy stuff, but yeah, let us know what prognosticator means. I don't know if you're speaking German or what, or maybe you're speaking cat. You've got cat in your thing. He can sing and all my life. Sheffield. Well, they're not. Who's all our targets? One. It's one, and he's not gone there. So let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? We should be beating them to any signature. But who are all the other targets that they've taken? You say that as though it's like, 3 million plus Joffy could be a decent deal. I don't know what's happening with Joffy. Like, I don't know what's happening with him because he's in training. One person who's not in training, obviously, is Glenn Kamara. So if we didn't know, we were about to get to know. Because I watched the inside training this morning with Joe Rothwell, and Kamara was nowhere to be seen in that. So, cup of tea issues. Thankfully, it didn't go on electrics, otherwise you might have seen me go. I'd have been doing that. I tell you what, you might have seen me do that, man. I might have gone. You know what I mean? Anyway, right, okay. Paid your rent. Yeah, how do you pay your rent, folks? By smashing a like on the video. Just drop me a like. It massively helps the channel. The more likes we get, the more views we get, etc., etc. Gonna need another midfielder or two if Kamara has gone. Yeah, definitely. Evening. You watching the showdown tonight? What's the showdown? Oh, you mean Martian Bielsa? I'm knackered, like, I can't lie to you. I'm absolutely knackered. So a lot of people have asked, but I'm absolutely knackered. It's all good, brother. Yeah, we went swimming and that, and then, like, it was just a long day, and then, like, put Harry to bed, and then next thing you know, I'm waking up at 8:30 going, oh, no, I've slept, which means I won't sleep tonight, you know? Player of the season, Sammy Schmoddick's going Ipswich. Yeah, listen, was he player of the season? No, he wasn't. Somerville was, bro. But anyway, let's not be pedantic. Going Ipswich, yeah, they're making some astute signings. And what Ipswich are also doing is a bit like Luton. If they go down, then they can go again, you know. Just got blocked by Graham Smith. Why? The G-Dog is all right, you know. Yeah, but don't believe what you read, Jason. You know, the facts are. And again, you know, look, the journalists are a lot more closer to what's going on than we are, than any of us are. But they're still not getting things right this time around. Like Graham said that Glenn Kamara won't go, happy with the spine, he's gone. that's only due to the information you receive from the football club, right? They're only as good as the information they receive and the information they hear. Like, so, yes, he's saying we're looking at midfielders. It doesn't necessarily mean we'll go get them. That's something as well we have to think about, folks. You know, there's not been a lot that people have got right or knew before it's hit before it's come from Leeds United's mouth this summer. No one knew about Rothwell. The first we heard about Rothwell was 6 o'clock, right? 3 hours later, he was in the door, and we were told at 6 o'clock that it'd be 48 hours for him to sign a deal. It was done 3 hours later. So that means he'd already been at Ellen Road all morning. So there could be someone there now, and we don't even know. This is the thing. Really not happy about losing Kamar. His ball retention and passing accuracy is brilliant. He's an 8. Yeah, we can do that, man. Yeah, exactly. Jamie thinks there might be a sell-on clause. Yeah, could well potentially be. Tom says, love your streams, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Tom. That means a lot. Let's have a look. We're not in for O'Hare. Who told you that, Pat? Who told you that? Because it's coming from reputable sources now that we are. But who tells you we're not? Tell me who tells you we're not, and we'll get into it. Yeah, they are though, bro, aren't they? They are. You know, they're Revolution. Revolution was started by Jamie Shackleton. Seems, oh mate, there's takes left, right, and centre, but there always is transfer season. I think he's seeing it more now with you being a content creator, Dan. You're probably like more in tune with it. That's why it probably gets to you a lot more than it used to be. Charlie Crew going to play. Just let the lad have time. Could see us going for Hamer. I mean, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah, if they get O'Hare and we take Hamer, but yeah. Listen, Sheffield United behind the scenes is a shit show. It's not looking good right now, but listen, we'll have to wait and see. Bogle and Rothwell are standout players for me. They are in this division, Niran. They are in this division. They're very good players in this division. I would argue Jayden Bogle probably becomes the best right back in the division, especially playing in this Leeds United side. Solid defender, great one-on-one defensively, which is good. Because you could argue maybe sometimes that was some areas of the game that Gray lacked in against better players like your Liam Millers, against Jack Clarks that are very tricky wingers. You know, strength of Jayden Bogle is he's very good at one-on-one defending. He's fast, he's quick, agile, so he can cover ground quickly. Decent crosser of the ball as well. I've got a sneaky suspicion we could go for a 9. I don't know what his stats are in terms of assists and stuff. Just having a look in the Championship, not massive amounts of assists. Couple of goals though with Sheffield United. He even got 3 goals in the Premier League last season. For a Sheffield United side that were just pants, probably one of their top scorers last season with 3 goals, if we're being honest. So, you know, and he's, you know, the thing is with Jayden Bogle as well, he's still very young, people. You know, what's his, born in 2000, so 23, 24 at the end of this month. It's a great age. And as I say, for me, he's probably one of the better right backs in the division. So great crosser of the ball, high work rate as well. He can also play further up the pitch as well, and has done at times. So he has that little bit of versatility. You know, like last season when we were playing Shackleton at right wing, Bogle's going to do a better job of that if he ever needs to. Do you know what I mean? But he shouldn't need to. But yeah, I'm well on board with the signing of Jayden Bogle. Definitely, especially in the Championship, and also with his age, Jayden Bogle, if it goes well, and if we sign him, you don't need to worry about that right back position if you get promoted, because he's still a Premier League right back, mid-table level maybe even. I've seen some people say this whose opinion I really value, that'll have seen him a lot more than what I will. So, you know, I look at that and say, do you know what? That's a right back position with Byram as backup, maybe even Christensen as backup, right centre back. You know, you got for me, right? If you've got Melly in goal, Bogle, Rodon, Strauch, and Firpo, that's strong. That is very strong going into a Championship season. I don't know if it looks like, is it me or have I gone a little bit laggy? look like I've gone a bit laggy. We're not in for Kiefer Moore. I'm not gonna get frustrated at the fact that we're gonna miss out on Kiefer Moore. I don't think we're in for him, but we could do with O'Hare, definitely. So, yeah, I like it. I do like it. I'm just thinking, I've just seen on the chat there about Connor Roberts. Obviously, Connor Roberts isn't happening. It's quite funny because we got like, hi, Connor Roberts, from some like ITKs, didn't we, saying it was a done deal and all that sort of jazz. But do you know the facts are as well with the figures that I've been told, right? So I contacted my friend who told me about the Shackleton stuff, again, whose information I would value. And he went, look, Sheffield United want close to 7, which I think's too much, especially when you consider he's got a year left on his deal. Now, from what we're thinking with Roberts, I think people were saying 6 or 7. Would I take Jayden Bogle over Connor Roberts? Yes, 100%. I think what you can also do is reduce that price on Sheffield United. If they're asking for 7, surely you can have a conversation. I think anywhere around 5 million's great for Jayden Bogle, as I say, just age profile-wise as well, and the potential of him over someone like Connor Roberts, who's in the twilight of his career. And as we know, as we've seen with Burnley, and I don't want to be too disparaging towards Connor Roberts, what, massively sold anyway, but I do think full pre-season he'd do great in the Championship. But if you got promoted, you'd be looking to replace Connor Roberts in a very short space of time, like Burnley did. Like Burnley sent him out on loan, right? With no use for you, Connor, even when he was amazing in the Championship. So I think Jayden Bogle gives you a little bit more longevity as well for a similar sort of price. I don't think we'll play 7, but if you think about how much we were willing to pay on Max Aarons, it's clear that for Daniel Farke, right back's a key position. I think his full backs are. I think he'll be happy with Junior Firpo, and why wouldn't you? I think he's one of the best left backs in the division, especially from an attacking standpoint. If you then have something similar on the right-hand side, which we didn't, as good as Gray was, it wasn't as, gung-ho as the left-hand side was at time. Maybe we get something a little bit more balanced on either flank from the full-back. So, around 5 million, 3 to 5, I don't know. But not. I feel like 7's too much, especially with him only having a year. And we know Sheffield United have financial problems, so just be very shrewd. And I think that's one thing we can say for the 49ers, they will be. So we'll have to wait and see again. This was broke this morning. And as I said, I spoke to my pal and he's like, they are interested, Leeds United. What was it, if anything? Leeds are very interested, and Sheffield United valued him at around about 7 million. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And that was brought by Mike McGrath. I think he's the Telegraph, isn't he? Yeah, the Telegraph, Mike McGrath. Say Leeds are set to move for Sheffield United fullback Jayden Bogle. They have an interest in the 23-year-old bolstering Daniel Farke's squad. Be a very, very, very good pickup for sure. Well, John, what can I say, man? What can I say? Tiff said Leeds pulled out interest due to injury record. What, Callum O'Hare? Is this those that said he went for a medical at Leicester and he never did? I mean, it's not true. It's not true at all. Gary Davis said Bogle played today. Second goal up against York. Shaq's played second half. Where did Shaq's play then, Gary? Where did they actually play? I've seen a lot of pre-season games going on. Wacko on the button again. People trust and believe what's being said, Jamie. What's being said? Yeah, there is. I think there probably is, and he's looks like he might be staying around the place. Is it me or am I laggy to hell? Like, is there a little lag? There you go. Then people letting us know that. Joe Rangers got 10% from Kamar at 8.6 million fee. Is that what's been reported now? 8.6 million, 10%. It's not too much. Yeah, well, look, I really like Tiff, and I've got to respect the grind, but he's not a great source, gents. He's not a great source. He's doing great, though, because people are well on board and that, but He's not a great source. Big up to Tiff, by the way. I expect the great. I'm not like saying anything to personal. Do you know what I mean? I don't want you to take it personally, bro. You're a good lad. But yeah, he's not a source. Ipswich are going to be unreal in the Prem, signing players from a team who finished 7th in the Championship. Listen, I think they're doing well. What we're saying, so because they're signing Jacob Greaves, that means that's poor. This comes back to that narrative when I was told don't sign Conor Gallagher because he played at West Brom and they got relegated. Jacob Greaves is arguably the best up-and-coming centre-back in the Championship. It is a great signing. So was Jayden Philogene, but unfortunately he's gone to Villa for them. So positions in the league mean shit, because that's just wild. Anyway, and then you got Blockjack for that, mad. 1 second. Is it coming home? Yes. Who knows? Tomorrow, Bogle and O'Hare could be through the door. We shall see. Just tuned in now. Is Kamar gone? In effect, yeah. I think he is, yeah. Joe, did you see Sunderland score, lost to Gateshead? Yeah, I've seen that, but it's not a big deal, is it, man? Who, mate? There's Debayo's playing, one of the centre-backs. Could it be him? I've not seen this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'd take Lewis O'Brien. I really like Lewis O'Brien. Have done since we were first linked with him. Yeah, just because he played today, though, doesn't mean that he's going to leave. Not going to leave, right? And bloody Sinistera played a game before he left. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything. And listen, we might not be able to get him because maybe they do price us out of it. But I agree with Jamie here. If it's between the two, 100% is Jayden Bogle. Paul Bevan, make a doctor's appointment. What are you putting it off for? What's it for first and foremost? I'm going to tell you a story here now. Southampton fan. I forgot his name. It might be that number one Southampton fan. We was talking about men checking testicles, right? Because I found a lump once upon a time. And I went to go get it checked, and it was totally fine. But it put the shits up me. After that stream, they both checked, him and his missus, right? And his missus found a lump. She went to get it checked, and it was cancerous. This is something that happened. People who watch his show regularly know this. Thoughts with him and his partner. So what I would say to you, Mr. Bevan, go. Like, I think it's a generational thing, right? My generation, we go to the doctors. Maybe we go to the doctors too much, like hypochondriac vibes. I know my mate, when he was younger, bloody hell, the doctor said to him, "You are a hypochondriac." But it's better to be safe than to sorry. My mum, for example, who's now thankfully in remission and all sorted, like, she put it off far too much. My grandma was exactly the same. My grandma's tongue was black, like full on, like jet black. We said, "Grandma, what are you doing? Go to the doctors." "Oh, no, I'll be fine, leave it." She wasn't fine. And it happened like that, you know. She wasn't around long after, but you know, one of them quick ones. So what I would say to you, go get it checked, whatever it is. Yeah? I hope that helps. Stop being a dick and just go get it checked, bro, yeah? That's what we'll say. Anyway, yeah, see, I'm not massively sold. Anyway, hey mate, new to your channel, mental health not been great lately. Started listening to these and one Leeds fan was a distraction and they're great. Big up to you, James Walton. There we go. We were just talking about something similar. Big up to you. The thing is as well, James, it's my happy place, this. People know this. This is where I come as well. So it helps me as much as it helps folks as well. It's great. It's like a little community. We just chill, right? You think Bogle happens? Don't know. It just depends on price, doesn't it? I do think 5 million is fair. Anything more than that, poof. Yeah. There you go. He played CM. There you go. It's a shame for me if we lose Kamara. I know he had some bad games last season, but I think he's class. I think he's class as well. And yeah, too many people are not. I think anyway. It's if you don't score or assist your shit, that's how I feel. I think he'll be missed. And I don't think he's nowhere near as easily replaceable as people will think. There's a reason why someone in League One's willing to pay 10 million for him. So, yeah. Jayden Bogle is ahead of Connor Roberts in order of priority, I've been told, says Russ. Yeah, you would imagine so. There you go, yeah. There you go. Here's Marco Mazzelia. Just lost my mate from cancer. He's 24. Wow, that's so sad. Sorry to hear, mate. But always go to the doctor. Carl, it's not, though. It's not. Like, it depends. It depends. So, for example, I agree with you. So, I have to go. I'll tell you where I agree. I have to go for a checkup, right, as an age thing. I went to book. I hadn't got it till August. Insane. You know why? Because it's not something urgent. When I went to have my balls checked, he checked the GP, found something. Yes, within a week, I was down at the General Hospital getting it actually done. So if it's something serious, trust. So, yeah, don't let that put you off as well. Oh, well, you can't get an appointment. If you go and say, I'm dying, they're not going to go, we've got one in 7 Mondays, so we'll see you in August. Do you know what I mean? I hear it's still a shambles. That's due to the party in government and all that jazz. But if it's something, you know, yeah. Big up to you, mate. I love that, mate. Thank you so much. Love that, mate. Glenn will be missed, but his allergy to shooting won't be. Yeah, I hear you. And then now I keep seeing a lot of. I keep seeing a lot of maybe like. This is what Leeds United fans do. They're all shit now, so he's shit again. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Tiffany's just tweeted now. Leeds have had the first offer for Jayden Bogle rejected. The difference in valuation is substantial. I wonder where he's got that. Leeds hoping to agree a fee with Sheffield United over the next few days. Positive signs on the players' side with Jayden Bogle keen to make the switch over to Leeds. There you go. Man, he's heard about that valuation and tweeted. I'm telling you, man. Look, Tiff watches. So the next time, right? Next time you're going Tiff. He gets it from here. I'm his ITK and I'm about as ITK as this fucking juice drink, man. Do you know what I mean? And you got any nose, Volvic? Yeah. Okay, nice one. Do you know what I mean? I'm just signing Lamine Yamal tomorrow. Yeah. Another experience gone with Kamara, though. Guess Rothwell's same age. We must have someone else lined up. Some very good points made by Graham Smith in his tweets this evening. Yeah, listen, Graham Smith. I really enjoy Graham Smith. Yeah, a lot of love. There you go. Look, see, there you go. Go get it sorted, Dad, love you. There you go. He's not called you out. He's just saying, just go get it sorted, will you? Do you know what I mean? Let's not beat around the bush. And then you could come, like, in a week's time and be like, do you know what? I got it sorted and everything's sorted now. And we can be like, big up the Bevan. Do you know what I mean? Love that. Sarah, Tyler Morton, or Louis. Yeah, I'd take any of them, mate. Definitely. No, hang on. Let's have a look. Centre back, exciting. Liverpool's best ever, Nat Phillips. Okay, we're here, yeah. Nat Phillips en route. Nat Phillips en route. You know how we move, right? The best centre back ever to play for Liverpool, better than Virgil van Disney. It is there. It is there and everywhere. Let's get back into it, man. Oh, big up Alice as well. I've just seen Alice there in our walk group chat. She's just said, big up to you, Alice. Thank you for that. I hope you're both doing well as well. Hope you're both doing well. Bottle lids are a joke. See, I like them. I genuinely like the new bottle lids. I can't lie. I like just going. I think it's genius. I genuinely think it's genius. I've gone, like, why? Like, why was that not a thing? So, yeah. Anyway. Brendan Aronson will be a Leeds hero. I'm going to back you, M. Johns. You know what I mean? I can't lie. I'm going to back you. I've said it. You'll be my American boy. Ah, that's the juice about Sarah. It's not happening, bro. I'll ask the GOAT. Fidel Bielsa. Did you see his rant, by the way? What a guy. What a guy. Like, amazing. He went in. Alan Austin. Yeah, sometimes it happens for whatever reason. I get that a lot. I didn't get one. I don't know why. I didn't get the memo there either, did I? Do you know what I mean? I clicked the side of the mouse by accident. That must mean back. I didn't even know that did that. Let me give it another go. Hang on. You taught me something tonight, bro. Big up to Alan Austin. See, every day is a school day. Yeah? Every day is a school day. Every day we're learning. And Alan's just taught me that this little button here on my mouse sends me back. I wonder if that one sends me forward. So if I go back, I'm going to see if the other one sends me forward. I'll see you in a minute. It only fucking does. Love that, man. Back, forward. See, every day is a school day. Big up to you, my man. Bielsa's rant made me miss him more. Yeah, exactly. It did. Mouse button 4 is a back button. Mouse button 5. I didn't know that, bro. Thank you, Spig. Big up to Spig. Will Gelhart? I don't think so. I don't think he goes anywhere. Because I think he'd have gone already. Chris Parkin tweeting, Pierre Equa incoming. Who's Chris Parkin, mate? Who's that? I don't know, no Chris Parkin. I tell you what, though, he is for the Yorkshire folk in the house, right? Do people know what parking is? Talk to me about parking. Do you know what parking is? I need to know if the Yorkshire folk in the chat know what parking is. Yeah, talk to me. Ugh. Parking. Yorkshire baking finest. Yeah, you can have dripping sarnies, yeah, beef dripping sarnies, right? And then let's get straight into parking with some custard. Oof. It's not no Jamaica cake, yeah. Parking is next level. I used to go to a youth club called The Addy, okay? And there was a woman there called June Lake, right? Big up June Lake. She was class. And do you know, she reminded me a little bit. She didn't look like him. But do you remember Andy Fordham? Do you remember the darts player, Andy Fordham? I forgot his name now, but I loved Andy Fordham. And he had all jewellery, you know, like the old darts players, man. He had bare jewellery, right? So June had one of them bracelets, a bit like a Pandora charm, but they were gold, and she had like a little car on it, and a house, and a mum, and a dad, and everything you can think of. But she was boss at darts. Yeah, boss at darts. But she was also mint at baking. And what she used to do, June Lake, is just make parking, tiffin. Do you know what tiffin is? Tiff? Do you remember tiffin? Was it Viking? Andy Fordham, the Viking. Do you remember tiffin? Do you know what tiffin is, people? That's another Yorkshire thing, isn't it? Yorkshire tiffin. You remember tiffin? Chocolate tiffin recipe, which is a bit like parking, I guess, but like I guess it's a bit like a rocky road. Yeah. Tiffin. So we used to have tiffin, parking, and then we would play darts, man. Buff. But she had all, and isn't it mad? These are all good memories for me. Tiffin, parking, it's the Yorkshire stuff, man. Beef dripping sarnies. Basically, if you lived in Yorkshire and you're back in the day, you were on the breadline. This is it. I'm definitely not. I never make shit up. Why would I? Tiffin is a thing. Parking is a thing. Yeah, Tiffin's like a rocky road, yeah. But like more currents and that in Tiffin parking. Like, listen, bro, I wish you wish I could ad lib like that. I'll tell you June Lake, the name, the darts, the everything. I wish. Tiffin is of Scottish heritage. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. Is it a ginnel or a ginnel? It's a ginnel. It's a ginnel. Snicket. Do you know what a snicket is? Snicket. Snicket, ginnel, ginnel. It's a ginnel. But I prefer snicket. I prefer snicket. Do I look like it? Do I look like I use makeup, broski? Don't call me Connor. Don't call me Connor. Ask him about his tinted bronzer. Do not call me Connor McGilligan, okay? This is pure sunbed tan. A little bit red because I'm tired, but no, I don't wear makeup, okay? Nah. Do you know what? Like Harry's mum, like the kid's mum, told me that her grandma used to have like Yorkshire puddings as starters, like with jam and that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, yeah. But listen, even if you know what, it's 2024. Even if I want to, listen, the thing is, every program you watch, they've all got makeup on. Even if I did want to wear makeup, who gives a shit, right? Even if I did want to put a bit of guy liner on, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Who gives a shit? Really? Yeah, man. Don't worry about it. It's 2024, people. But no, I don't, mate. No. Yeah, okay, Jonathan, there you go. I know you're a bit of a chef as well, aren't you, buddy? But, yeah, I couldn't imagine it, like, but hey ho, it is what it is. I do love a Yorkshire pud, who doesn't, right? Yeah. Don't be worried, Chris. It's 13th of July. First signing we got last year was 19th, yeah? Joe coming out looking like like Gene Simmons. Yeah. Like Gene Simmons, man. There you go. Maybe I've got it wrong, but yeah. Basically, Yorkshire pudding for starters, main, desserts. Again, on the bread line. You know what I mean? Beef dripping, yeah, which is just fat from a pig. Tiffin and parking, again, on the bread line vibes. And then you can have Yorkshire pudding for breakfast, for main, for starter, main, and thing. We're on the bread line in Yorkshire. You know what I mean? Hamza Ahmed says, oh, the chouse, proper chouse. Josie. That's your material, man. Get some new material, man. You know what I mean? Get some new material. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Pork. I always do that, yeah. Pork, yeah. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, I know. Beef, pork, I know. Yeah. It's a slip. Sometimes I make slips. It is what it is. I'm not perfect. No one is, right? If I was, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. Progress, not perfection. Take that away with you, yeah? It's all about progress, not perfection. One day, yeah, I think so. I just need to get a car sorted now. We're still waiting on the car, folks. You know, it's pricey out there. Progress, not perfection, though. That's your nugget of the day, yeah? Perfection is not a reality. It's not a reality. Because even if you got perfect, you just strive for the next perfection, yeah? So it's all about progress, not perfection, yeah? This is it. Communication. Yeah, communication is key. It's key, I think. Want to hear a funny story about Melly in my work? Tell us. Come on. Give us. Not back to Happy Facts. I don't think I'd go back to Halifax. I'd go Yorkshire, though. Not Halifax. Yeah, do you know what? I was going to say as sad as it sounds, it's not sad. I want to be close to me, mum. I do. I want to be close to me, mum. I do. I miss, like, that, you know. And especially now that I'm, like, not, like, I'm on my own as well, do you know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. Listen, 36 get lonely, man. You get lonely. You do. Everybody does, right? unless you're like with someone, do you know what I mean? Like I get it. So you, yeah. Oh God. Max Stories just put me in a tweet. I mean, I think I'm blocked by the gadget, or I blocked the gadget maybe. It's probably just give me a stick at once upon a time. But this is funny though. Like this is funny. Yeah, this is funny. Big up again, Tiff. I love you. This was the game Chelsea beat Leeds 5-1 in a behind the closed doors friendly. Yeah. Tiff says, I believe for both Leeds and Chelsea it was a mixture of players. Next one, Chelsea didn't play Leeds in a friendly today. Mama knew. He said he knew. He knew who they were. He knew who they were. I ain't got the door for that. If you want to borrow me a shed, or something, yeah, like it's expensive, Harrogate. You know what I mean? No one's ready for that. I'll go BFD. Sorry. Is that you, Mark? Is that your tweet, Mark? Let me know if that's your tweet. No, they don't, man. They don't. Well, this is Tom. This is a fact, right? Because I have this conversation. So why are you blocked? Why have I blocked you? Bro, I've blocked you, Why are you blocked? That's when I've seen it there as well. I thought I've interacted with that guy before. Why is he blocked? I'm gonna unblock you. Did you call me a knobhead or something before or something? Sometimes if people just start throwing expletives, I can't be arsed with this. Because it affects my inner peace. This morning I woke up to loads of tweets from Jody, like, I love you, bro, genuinely. It's all a bit of a laugh. I'm sorry if you felt it were liable. As I've said, sue me, yeah. It's a disagreement, but I can't be waking up when I to 6 or 7 tweets where you're at me. It's like, because then it affects me. Because I'm like, oh, what am I doing? And I just thought I'm going to have to block you, bro. Just, when it starts to, yeah. It says, I know. It says I follow you. I'm not following you. Are you sure that's you? 37 minutes ago. I mean, I'm following you again now, but it was blocked. I don't know, bro. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, we were getting on Yorkshire. We were talking about Yorkshire. And, in the UK, they say the further north you go, the friendlier it gets. It's not true. Because I've lived north. I live in the north now. It's not true. There are some friendly people everywhere you go, right? Even in London. Even down south. But just Yorkshire folk. Even when I took my ex-girlfriend down to Halifax when we were walking on the canal, I was like, watch this, man. Just old people, everybody said, morning. Now then, you know what I mean? You don't get that anywhere else. You don't, man. Yorkshire's different. Big up to you, official Zoom. Facebook and Twitter both deleted too. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. What, Kieran? All right, okay. So, is this about Melier? Melier came in to ask about fishing, and he wanted a basic setup. We started talking about whips, which you tie a rig to and flick it out. Simple. And he thought I was on about a whip for the bedroom. Mon baby, a whippy, bonjour. There you go. Yeah, man, boss, man. Love that. I always say boss as well. That was my answer. Why do you keep saying boss? And actually was, why do you, maybe, yeah, she was all wrong for me anyway, wasn't she? But I say, why do you always talk to people? Genuinely. Why not? Why not be nice? Do you know what I mean? So we was in the Metro Centre in, I think it might have been New Look or something like that. And the aircon had gone. There was no aircon. And it was sweaty as, right? Like dying. And there was a woman behind the counter. I went, you must be dying behind there, love. I said, honestly. I said, get on to trading. This is not acceptable. You shouldn't be like that. Why are you talking to her? I was a bit like, what do you mean? Being fucking nice. Anyway, sacre bleu. Joe, you stop being negative yet. If I've been negative, Louis, and that's coming from you, then I must have been negative, bro. I must have been negative, because you are one of the biggest negative people I know, right? Yeah, definitely. Let's get back to some news. Anyway, we've gone down story time, haven't we? I know, yeah, exactly. Okay, so Jayden Bogle, my good friend Hal actually put a tweet out to say Leeds have serious interest in Jayden Bogle, as they have for a while, with 1 year left on his contract. If United were to sell, how much would you say? Someone said 10 million plus Cooper. Hal says you're reading comics. They can't afford him. Someone said they're 150 million in debt. I ain't got a clue. Someone said 15 million, 15 to 20. As much as he's probably worth around 20 in the market based on the sales of players of similar age, I'd really ask around 10 to 12. Wow. They're on a mad one, aren't they? How much did they get for Graham Rodon? I really like Bogle, so 10 million plus. 6 to 8 million, considering he's got a year left. If that wasn't the case, 10 plus. Colin Clayton says with a year left, we'll probably get 2 to 3. Someone said 15 million should be a premium. 12 million if it's Leeds. 8 million plus add-ons. 8 million and super duper Liam Cooper. They're wanting big money for Bogle. So that shows you how well they think of Jayden Bogle, by the way. Doesn't it? You know what I mean? 10 million, 12 million. There's a lot of that. Between 5 to 7, do you reckon? I reckon that's where we land at, between 5 and 7. Watch for the TIFF tweet. Yeah. Chelsea beat Leeds 5-1. Mixture of Leeds and Chelsea players. But then we heard later on by, I think it was Nassar Kinsella, who said, don't worry, Leeds fans, this definitely didn't happen. So, yeah, this didn't happen. Right, we know, as I say, Fabrizio Romano, for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, I mean, he's called it an exclusive. It's not an exclusive because we were talking about it yesterday, weren't we? But this is the Kamar tweet. He says, exclusive, Rennes agree deal to sign Glenn Kamara for Leeds for €10 million fee. Here we go. Personal terms also agreed as Kamara leaves Leeds after last good season. Look, I'm not overjoyed with the signing, but what I will say is for us to pay 5 million and to flip it and double it in effect, we've done well. You know, we've done well in that respect. I'm not saying it's a bad deal. If we were getting the same, I'd be annoyed and all that sort of stuff. There is this tweet, however, though, to look at that we have to take into consideration as well. This is from a guy by the name of Benjamin Quares, Rennes, Leeds Paul Glenn Kamara. Why am I reading it when I've already fucking done the English translation? Agreement for Rennes at Leeds for Glenn Kamara. The clubs have found common ground for the transfer of the Finnish international midfielder. The amount is less than €10 million. What does he go on to say? Rennes is putting a real boost in the direction of arrivals. Albert Grombach signing Monday or Tuesday. Maron Pongaric approaching, and now Glenn Kamara, who will also sign. So, listen, we're going to get two different feeds anyway, aren't we? Like, the club will say we got €10 million. Rennes will probably say we paid €8 million. You know what it's like. Why are we talking about Pat? I don't know. This is a Pat-free zone tonight, mate. Pat-free zone. Yeah, 100% they do. You know how we move. Yeah, Jordan, we should, man. I don't know why we're not. It's a great, yeah, it's a great deal. It is. It's a great deal. I can't lie, but it's the price in euros. Yeah, Graham does reckon we replace Kamara, but Graham also said he didn't think Kamara would go. But listen, I'm not throwing shade there by any way. I'm just saying we have to take everything now with a pinch of salt because of how the club have operated with the local based journalists this summer. These are facts. We don't have no Phil around anymore. You know who was, top tier if you like. Big up Nancy, by the way. I know it's hard, but she's still reporting on Ampadu signing last year. So it's all madness out there. This is a second tier tweet, but it has come from this has come from Reluctant Nico's patron. Unfortunately, I'm blocked by him on Twitter. You question Reluctant Nico once and he blocks you. But again, that'll be his headspace. If you don't like it, don't block me, Fair dues to him. But yeah, Reluctant Nico, this has come from second tier. They've sort of aggregated it. But Sheffield United look set to beat Leeds to the signing of Callum O'Hare via Reluctant Nico. Listen, I'll be disappointed if we lose out on O'Hare. Of course, if we were never in for him, I'm cool. But if we actually went for him and lose out to Sheffield United, this is not good. This is not good for me, Yeah, that's what we were told yesterday, Leandro. But yeah, it's euros. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they were told 10 million and actually it was 10 million euros and all that sort of stuff. But it's still a good deal. It's still a good deal. Graham Smith then responded to a few tweets. Big up to my man Jamie. Jamie was in there. Jamie, who watches regularly, he's in the chat right now. Jamie asked Graham, you think we get a replacement? Graham says yes. Rothwell, not the only midfielder they've been looking at, and they have to get another one. It's a must. And it is a must, isn't it? We can't just be settled on Rothwell. I do worry, though. I still am sceptical. I am. But yeah, we have to. It's a must. Mr. Rossi, listen, if you want a positive Leeds fan, go follow Rossi. Right? If you want a positive Leeds fan, go and follow Rossi. You won't be disappointed. He's the most positive Leeds fan you know. Yeah, genuinely. Right. Let's share what he said anyway. 1 second. So that was the original tweet, which Graham Smith said, look, we paid 5 million for him, selling him for 28 for 8 million. Jury's out on whether that's good business or not. If they add another 8, an attacking one and an upgrade on Glenn Kamara, then it'll be grand. Not sure Rothwell is that upgrade, even if he is more attacking minded. Rossi said, we need a right back, centre back, CM Cam, and that's before any more sales, which is likely. We are miles off it right now. Again, I told you, ever the positive. Graham Smith says, there's time yet. There's a lot to do, but that's not what concerns me at all. It'll be more the need to react late to window departures, so someone to decide to chuck 35 million at Somerville in the final weeks, days and hours, which I think they will. We accept for 35. Graham Smith said, if someone offered that for tomorrow, I think Leeds would take it pretty happily and replace. They have wide options identified. They were almost definitely expecting Somerville to go, but the later it rumbles on, the more concerned I'd be about them getting their priority replacements, i.e. Liam Miller, for example, right? Let's say Liam Miller is a priority replacement for Somerville and we don't act and Sheffield United pick him up. I'm surprised Sheffield United haven't picked him up yet, which makes me think, are they waiting? Is Liam Miller waiting? Would he prefer a move to Leeds United? Would he actually prefer a move to Leeds United and he's waiting? But then again, he's still at Copper, so maybe that'll move then. No, I think we need to get this out of our heads. I mean, he's a 6 as well. We already have that with Ampadu and Gruev. He will get minutes, but I think a lot of people are expecting him to just be there. They don't have a say, though, do they, bro? They don't have a say. Or do they now? People saying they do now. Sheffield United's trending. What's Sheffield United trending for? What's it saying? Also, Kiefer Moore has gone to Sheffield United. So he's binned off Hull. That's a very good deal, isn't it? Especially if they get Callum O'Hare as well. Yeah. Do you know what, though? I'm still more concerned about Wednesday than I am United. I can't lie. Rumours that Sheffield United have won the race to sign Kamar. Yeah. Like, looking at their current rumours, right? It's not bad business, this. And this is why we should be in for frees, right? Current Sheffield United rumours. Kiefer Moore, 2 million. This is where you can do it on a free. Kamar free. Matt Ritchie free. Liam Cooper free. Joe Worrell free. It's not bad. Doesn't stink of promotion, though, does it? But under Wilder, who knows? You know, you never know. Yeah, you just never know, do you? Braken. Oh, what a legend. I've just seen the funniest tweet. Ryan Powler Higgins, legend. Big up to Yanks abroad. Breaking Nottingham Forest to sign Weston McKenna. I've got to show you it. The Americans have proper turned on Weston, by the way. But you'll see why it's funny in a second. Look at the size of the shirt. I was like, have they actually signed him? And then I've clicked. It's because of the size of the shirt in the video. Our new home shirt, and there's the Yanks abroad's put Nottingham Forest to sign Weston McKennie. That's good. That's good. Fair play. They hate him now as well, don't they? We told y'all. We told y'all. You know, we told y'all. Big up to you, Chris, man. I'm glad that's had a positive effect, my guy. We have a good laugh, don't we? We have a good laugh at times. I know I can get a little bit passionate at times and lose me rag a bit, but that's just because it's passion and speak from the heart, wear my heart on my sleeve kind of vibe, you know. Right, let's have a look at some of the news. Mott Leeds news says Sheffield United vulnerable as Leeds United ready Jadon Bogle transfer. Hardly anyone wants to sign Leeds United's 10 million player this summer. That is Rasmus Christensen. Doesn't shock me. Leeds United already looking at new midfielder transfers after Glenn Kamara news. This is according to the tweet we've just read from Graham Smith. Jamie, you've made it famous on the little news pages there with your question. Premier League side agree 8 million deal to sign international star from Leeds United's championship rivals. What's this then? A Premier League side have agreed an 8 million deal to sign a star from one of Leeds championship rivals. That is Ipswich are looking to pay 8 million for Kosovo international stopper Muric. There you go. Callum O'Hare closes in on new transfer as Leeds United transfer updates. This is according to Alan Nixon, who on his Patreon says the Magician will receive a significant signing on fee and huge wages at Bramall Lane, having reportedly negotiated with other clubs, likely Leeds United, in recent days. Well, listen, I like Callum O'Hare. I do like Callum O'Hare. But if he wants a massive signing on fee and huge wages, get in the sea. You're a dick. I thought you were a dick after you celebrated a 1-1 draw at Ellen Road, when you're in the train station dancing around. And if you're going to go to Sheffield United to get money because you're getting the bag and staying in the championship, you deserve everything that's coming your way, mate. So get in the sea, yeah? Now, if he signs for us, I take that back. But if you want to go there, get in the sea. You'll be booed. Enjoy it. Okay. Rangers set for 6-figure windfall as Glenn Kamara transfer development emerges. Rangers are set to earn around 860,000 after Leeds agreed to sell Kamara to Rennes. So there is a 10% sell-on clause, but again, it's not much, is it? We'll be all right. We've still done all right out of that deal. Listen, we're 50 likes away from 500, so if you haven't already, smash me a like on the video before we finish, yeah? We're not going anywhere until that is hit. Listen, the Tanaka stuff's gone really, really quiet. Hit that like pill. Fabrizio Brighton no longer in for Somerville. Has that just been announced? It wouldn't surprise me though. I think, didn't they buy that guy from Newcastle? Forgot his name. Boyle for Rasmus, I would do. Are you watching? Lockie's away. Gabe mentioned it, but I'm just really tired, mate. And tomorrow, obviously, is the Euro final, so I'm gonna stick about for that. Do you know what I mean? Jakob Minter, yeah, they signed Jakob Minter. I hope Crete. Yeah, listen, I hope, but I'm still. And I was saying just a week ago, people are deluded, and as we get closer, people might get the hopes up more. But I'm still convinced that Somerville will go. Somerville will go. Give us names who you would sign, Joe. There are many names. I'm not in a position of power, but I do like Josh Sargent. I do like obvious picks within the division that we've seen last season. Jacob Greaves would have been one. I do like the right back at Coventry City. God, the name escapes me now. Van Uwyk. I like Trey Hume. What's not to like about Jack Clark? Don't mind Liam Miller as as someone that comes in. Sarah we know about. Johnny Rowe we know about. Your man Whittaker. All these players in the Championship. Yeah, 100%. I think there's still some out there that think we could get Skip as well. Yeah, no, I don't think that's happening, but maybe stranger things have happened. But yeah, yeah, man. Trey Hume would be brilliant. Yeah, definitely would. I really liked him when we played him as well. See, I like Sargent. I do. Lewis O'Brien for squad depth. I think he'd start, bro. I think he'd start. For sure. Yeah, that's the problem, is it? We've still got Paddy around, and until Paddy goes, then, yeah. Nonto or James to start this year. Nonto on the left, James on the right. Somerville sold. There's your pick. Where's Aronson fitting in? Where's Rutter fitting in? We've got to think about this. But yeah, Nonto on the left, James on the right. I like it. I like it a lot. Listen, we're 11 likes away from 500. If you haven't already, smash me a like. Gingers stick together. Yeah, that's why I like Sargent, because he's a ginge. But yeah, I would like a new 9, whoever that is. Definitely. I think, if Somerville goes, yeah, you could splurge out a lot of money. But if you get a 9, he takes that burden. You could have Nonto, Miller on the left, James and maybe Rutter on the right, or maybe even Aronson to think about. Everton got fit. I don't think they will, mate. I genuinely don't think they'll have a go. Look, Nonto's stock was here at the end of the Premier League season, and only Everton went in for him. He's had a worse season. I don't see people coming in for him. Not even your likes of... Do you know what won't surprise me? An Ipswich or something could come sniffing because they missed out on Jadon Philogene. There might be the clubs that might come sniffing. And maybe Somerville will look back at that, failed move to Brighton and go, because they might come a-knocking. And it's Premier League football. And if, like before, and if, like Kamar, if he's gone to the club and said, I'd like to go, they've said they won't stand in anyone's way. Yeah, Pat was in the training video today. He was on the grass. He was doing bits. Joe, could you see Aronson as a Kamara backup at an 8 and then go for a 10? No, I don't know. I've mentioned him as an 8 before and I got shot down, and people know the game more than me, so I think he'll be played either out wide or in the 10. I can't wait to see Aronson, in the Championship. I genuinely think he will cook. And I know it's a cliche to say he'll be like a new signing, but I think he will. I think he'll do bits, genuinely. I think he'll do bits in the Championship. Yeah, don't be worried. Like I say, our first signing last summer was the 19th of July. Already this season, we've brought in Rothwell, Rodon, and Alex Cairns, and got rid of a lot of shit as well that we didn't last time. And unfortunately, Anto, they don't have the money. Do you know how much they value him over there? About 4 million. Which, if they put 4 million in, it'd get laughed out. The only way you sell Nonto is if you sell him in England. And I don't think people will come a-knocking because there's much more exciting prospects. So if I'm a betting man, if I'm going, if I'm on the blackjack table and I'm going red for Somerville and I'm going black for Nonto, I'm putting all my chips in with Nonto. I think he stays. and Somerville goes, and I think we might get Nonto on the left, James on the right. Then you've got Aronson. You know, you replace Somerville. Maybe you look to bring in a Liam Miller or someone like that. Share the minutes. There you go. Allwall says, check if you subscribe, people. I didn't. You subscribe and just seen it. All right, yeah. Make sure you subscribe, my man. If you aren't already, please do. No, this is not true, Slow Steady Steve. It wasn't true. Listen, I was DM'd by a Forest fan who says, listen, we've not heard anything, but just out of interest, how much? I don't know. No Championship club would have the money, man. Curious as to why you think Aronson will do well in the Championship, but Rasmus won't. So I actually think Rasmus probably would as well. But I'm also looking at I'm thinking about ceiling and potential. Rasmus has hit his. He's not getting much better. Aronson still has a lot of growth. And under Farker, in the Championship, full season behind him, get promoted, he'd be better physically. So that's why I'm excited about. And also Aronson's an exciting player. Like when he's on it, like he's great with the ball at his feet. He's got that low centre of gravity. If he beefs up physically, don't go down as much, he can easily take 2-3 players out of a game, you know, at quick pace. Rasmus just boots it into touch and celebrates. Rasmus does not excite me one iota. That's why. So yeah, but Rasmus will do all right in the Championship. Hit it and up kind of vibe. You know what I mean? But it don't excite me. You know, that's why. But anyway, folks, we have hit that magic 500 likes. We've got nothing else to go through, really. I think we're all jam packed. Before you go anywhere, though, I'm going to ask you to do me a solid. We're just going to do some. I like to do this because people do it for me as well. Before we go, we're going to put a redirect on, and my good friend. Where is he? Football's 12th Man podcast. My man Dan Potts. I appear there quite a lot. He's currently live. What I want you to do is go on over, right, and put Just Joe Raid. I'm going to be in the chat as well. He'll show you a lot of love. Make sure you go over and check Dan Potts' stuff out. I appear there quite regularly. So when this finishes, you'll go straight on over there. Go over and put in the chat Just Joe Raid. And I'll be there with you as well because I'll be watching it while I do some live admin as well. But big up to you all. I'll see you tomorrow for the England game. You know, we're going to be there for the England game. And if any Leeds news comes out, we'll do that as well. But we'll be there for the England game to watch England win the Euros. And on that note, I'll leave it there. Peace out. Love you all. Yeah, make sure you go check out Potsy. And